good evening. Charles Chedu Odum of Cordell and Charlton, your real estate firm that cares. And I'm broadcasting from the Cordell and Charlton studios in Lagos, Nigeria. And today is a wonderful day in the series of our entrepreneurs show. And I have a wonderful guest in our studio. And his name is Adedayo Ajumuda. I hope I got it right. Adedayo Ajumuda. And he is a senior consultant with Cap Omnia Realtors. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Now, before I proceed, I would like to thank our viewers. We are getting views from different parts of the world. And I would like to appreciate you as I always do, particularly some of those who have shared and liked our videos. I can't mention everybody, but I would want to mention a few. I have Ayo Adesonya all the way from the United States of America. I want to appreciate you for liking our videos. And I have Andrew Aroje of Etisalat. Yes, he's been great. He's been liking, he's been sharing our videos. Kayode Ajayi too, I appreciate you. And yes, all the way from the United Kingdom, Lulu J. We appreciate you in Cordell. And Adekomi Adenike. And my big mentor, Ferdinand Ibezim. He's the Chief Executive Officer of Selling Skills. And Christabel Omonemu, I appreciate you and thank you for liking and sharing our videos. So if you did not see our last video, it was on real estate safety tips. So please go and watch that video and like and share it, because there are some critical areas that I think would benefit those that view it. So let's dive into today's show. Dayo, I hope you're geared up to share powerful information with our viewers.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, Dayo, my very first question, my viewers would like to know who is on our show. We will be having people who have excelled in their work, just like you. So I want you to share with our viewers, give them an insight into your growing up, your parents, siblings, and your immediate family.
Okay, like you said earlier, my name is Adedayo Ajumuda. I'm from the royal family of the Ajumudas. My grandfather happens to work for the Railway Corporation. They later dive into properties. I come from an immediate family of 4. Growing up, I've learned how to practice real estate from my grandfather. Basically, we live in a tenement house then. I'm sure many of you will know what a tenement house is. A tenement house is a house that has one roof. You have individual people, different people from walks of life, especially middle class people. So I understand how my grandfather deals with the tenants, how he operates, the management of the property. So it's something that I had liking for while I was growing up. So I just told myself, I said one day I should just go into properties. Got so good. I wrote JAM then, and then my primary course was mass communication, but okay. I couldn't make the cutoff mark. So they gave me estate management, which was my dream job, and that's why I'm here today.
Wow. So you learned your real estate skills first from your granddad.
Yeah.
I wish my granddad did real estate too. Okay, can you tell us about your company and what you do for Cap Omnia Realtors?
Okay, Cap Omnia Realtors is an estate firm. Basically, I'm a trained estate surveyor and valuer. And in Cap Omnia, what we do, we're into real estate, sales and leasing, property management, valuation of properties, construction management, and we're also construction economists too.
Great. So I'm talking to a professional today. Now, Dayo, I have a question for you. Can people really make money in real estate? And if you say yes, tell our viewers how.
Very good question. People can make money from real estate. But you know, there are some basic things that people need to know. Making money from real estate is as simple as ABC, but it can be as technical as XYZ. Reason is that making money in real estate, you need to understand the basics. First, when you want to go into real estate, you need to pick a particular aspect of real estate that you want to major in. It's not enough to say that, oh, real estate, there is money in real estate, I want to delve into real estate. You need to understand the basics of real estate. You need to be familiar with the terrain. You need to also speak with professionals, people who have gone ahead of you, who can give you relevant information that will help you in the industry.
Great. So you're convinced that people can make money in real estate.
Absolutely.
But I would like to know, how can people make money?
Okay, people can make
an example of how someone can make money in real estate.
Okay, making money in real estate. You can make money in real estate in basically 3 dimensions of real estate.
Okay.
The 3 dimensions, I call them the conceptual dimension, the construction dimension, and the conservative dimension. Now, if you look at the construction conceptual dimension, the conceptual dimension talks about, okay, when somebody is just have a thought about real estate investment and he wants to go into real estate, then he needs to involve a professional who will now bring the concept that the person has into life. That way, you will be paying a professional to give you an insight into that real estate. Now, if you are a professional yourself and you have gone into real estate, then that concept that somebody is bringing to you, you'll be making money from that concept. Then there's this aspect of real estate that we call the pre-letting and the pre-sales, which some people, you hear them talk about off-plan transaction. Now, off-plan transaction has to do with when a property is not ready, but people have a concept, they have a model of what they want to do. Take for instance, somebody say, okay, I'm thinking of building an estate of 4 blocks of 2 bedroom, and then he has done the architectural designs, but the building is not on site. He has done the architectural design. Then that concept is what he will now sell to people. That people will say, oh, this model is really, really nice. By the time they've done the model and they start selling the model to people, they'll say, oh, this model is really, really nice. Okay, I can buy into it. I can buy into this model. Then people start buying what they have not even seen. They are buying that concept. So that's why it is the conceptual part of real estate. Now, the other aspect of real estate where you can also make money is the construction part. The construction part has to do with when the property is fully ready. When you have to introduce the property to prospective buyers, prospective tenants who wants to take the place for lease, and people who wants to use the place for commercial purposes. So that aspect, you can also make money because once people start showing interest in that property, then money starts coming in. And then the third part is where I call the conservative aspect of real estate. Now, this conservative aspect of real estate has to do with when you're saying you're doing a joint venture. You have a land, you don't have funds to turn that land into your dream property, into your dream estate. Then you can now have like a partnership arrangement with a financier. I say, okay, this is what I have, this is what I'm bringing to the table. And that's why we call it the conservative part of real estate. So you can make money in those 3 dimensions. Either you want to go into the conceptual part, the construction part, or the conservative part.
Fantastic. In fact, I've taken down notes and I'm already learning from, and I believe our viewers are learning 3 areas you can make money: the conceptual part, the construction part, and the conservative part. Okay, move us to the next question, and this will put you on the spot. Have you ever lost money in real estate? And if you have, tell us how, so that our listeners can learn how to prevent it.
And the basic is that there is no investor, no estate surveyor no professional who has gone into real estate that has not lost money at one point or the other. One of the reasons why some of us are very strong in the industry is because we have lost money and we have understood why it did not work. Because you know, one of the mistakes that people make in life is that when they lose something, they don't understand they don't understand the lesson they ought to learn from why they lost that thing. So I have lost money in real estate and I have been able to get over it. Losing money in real estate is basically on information. Real estate thrives on information. And if you are not armed with that information, you are heading to the rock. So if you want to be successful in real estate, if you don't want to lose money in real estate, like some of us have lost money in real estate, then you need to take some information very, very critical.
Okay, can you relate to some information?
Okay, some of those information includes dealing with the appropriate person, relevant professionals. Take for instance, I am an estate surveyor. I want to invest in land. I have someone who has introduced a landed property to me that, oh, I have these 20 acres of property in Lekki. I am willing to sell to you. Because I'm desperate to start building, I just negotiate on the price and I just move ahead. I've neglected one fact, one person, one professional, and that is the lawyer, who is supposed to help me do the legal backing, the findings. That, okay, are there litigation on this property? Is the property encumbered? Is it a green area? What are the restrictions that are on the properties? What are the likely things I need to know? Are there family feud on the property? How many people are involved? Am I speaking with the direct owner of the property? Am I speaking with a third party? If I'm speaking with a third party, but the person doesn't have a power of attorney to act on behalf of that person. So those informations are very, very critical. Because if you don't ask those information, if you don't ask those questions, by the time you go into that transaction, you may discover that you have been dealing with the wrong person.
Interesting, and you said it all. So I'm sure our viewers are listening. When you go into a real estate transaction, ensure you're dealing with the appropriate person and engage the services of a professional like Cordell and Charlton and Dyer. Interesting. So people have lost money, and people will keep losing money because they keep repeating the same mistakes that those that have gone before them have made, and they're not willing to learn. And that's one of the reasons we have decided to put this show together to help Nigerians, and if Nigerians in the diaspora, because we have listeners from different parts of the world viewing this interview, and they would learn a thing or two. You know, some people want to buy land all the way from the States. They will be dealing with someone who is not appropriate, is not a professional. They cannot even vouch for his integrity, but they transfer huge sums of money, and at the end of the day, they don't get anything out of that transaction. So thumbs up for that contribution. We really appreciate that. Now, the next question, I think this also puts you on the spot again. If you had to start all over again, what would you do differently?
Wow. If I have to start all over again, I will invest more on the mainland and in the suburbs. Reason is that I discovered that most of the places that were neglected in those days are the places that have become eyebrows now. Take for instance, a friend of mine offered me a plot of land in Mowe some years back. I think he offered me the land for 120,000. And I told him, I said, who is coming to live here? And guess what? That same place that I said, who is coming to live here, that was sold for 120,000. Land is being sold there for 6 million and 9 million.
Wow. Wow.
just some few years back.
You can imagine.
There are a lot of estates that have been built there that people are bought from, people are leasing out, people are doing commercial. A lot of companies are building warehouses, they are building factories in that same neighborhood. If I knew, maybe I would have just bought the whole of that area, and then maybe I would have just been rolling.
That's true. So you unconsciously lost money.
Yeah. So I will always advise people that it is easier to make money from suburbs, places that the development is to some people is slow now, than to go and invest in a well-developed places where you know that okay, the chances of return on your investment is going to be slow, because by the time you consider how much you're going to make from that place and from the other place, you see that the margin is very, very wide. True.
Wow, I think we have actually learned a lot. I'm sure some of our viewers will start running towards the mainland and the suburbs to make some investment. But if any investment you want to make sure that that investment is informed, deploy the services of a professional, and that's why we are here at Cotton & Charlton to help you when it comes to executing your real estate transactions. Now, we will soon be rounding up, but I want to ask you a question. Can you share with our listeners, our viewers, some mistakes you made in your business, in the early stages of your business?
You know, like I said earlier, some of the mistakes that I make is still based on the information I said, that I did not consult the relevant professionals when I was doing this business, and then I didn't factor in government legislations. You know, those are critical factors that you need to put in place. That okay, whatever I'm going to do, whatever investment, real estate investment I'm going to do, what is the government of the day? What are they saying about it? Is it something that government will say no? Because I remember there was a time on Ikorodu Road, you cannot build an high-rise, basically because of security, because that's where most of these government functionaries they drive through. So I think apparently because of security, maybe like we watch in movies, snipers will go to. So you know, government restricted building of high rises around that neighborhood. So you know, you need to understand what the government of the day is saying about a particular environment. Is it an environment that government is saying that okay, you're only allowed to build modern duplexes, you're only allowed to build industries, you're only allowed to build factories? So you need to understand what government legislation is saying about that. No, because some areas are earmarked for different purposes. Like especially in Badada now, Badada is in part of Lagos. They have a place where it's restricted for residential. Some are industry, some are for just mixed use. So for the industry, the part that's earmarked for industry, you cannot go and build a residential apartment there, because you'll be flouting government legislation. So you need to understand what the government of the day is saying about your investment per time.
Good, Dario. Let's imagine this scenario. I'm just coming to Nigeria after so many years I've left. How is there any resource for me to go to, or how can I get information regarding government legislation? Because is there any institution, anybody, any parastatal that I can reach out to get this information?
Yeah, for Lagos, and then because of the industry that I belong to, there's an institution we call the Nigeria Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers.
Okay.
You can get information from them about government legislations, where you can invest, and then they will give you an investment advisory for almost free. And then you can also visit the Lagos State Government website. They have a website where you can check areas that are green areas where you can invest, where you can build, areas where you're not allowed to build. You get such information from their site. And then if you also chance, you can go to the Ministry of Lands in the Lagos State Secretariat, Alausa. You get information from the ministry. They will tell you the areas where there are restrictions, where government has earmarked for some certain purposes and projects.
Okay, thank you very much, Dayo. As we conclude, I would like you to share with us, share our viewers, what you would like to be remembered for.
I would like to be remembered for a real estate solver, someone who solves problems in real estate.
Great. Now, what about listeners? How can they contact you?
My office is at Dolphin Plaza, Suite 20, Corporation Drive, Ikoyi, Lagos. You can also reach us on our mobile 08034396300. You can also check us on Facebook, on dayajunda@yahoo.com/Cap Omnia Realtors.
Okay, great. And even at the when you visit our website, Call and Charlton's website, we would have show notes having details of how you can get in contact with Mr. Dayo. Dayo, are there any real estate books, training courses that have helped you on your journey so far that you would like to share with our viewers?
Wow, I've read so many books on real estate. I've had reasons to attend different symposiums about real estate. There is one I read recently, Strategies on Real Estate Investment. There is Property Management by Kuye. There is The 10 Ends of Money by Matthew Ashimolo, and different authors. Been to different seminars on real estate. And when I have opportunity to attend any seminar, I just go there to just go and learn more, because no man is an island of knowledge.
Exactly.
Like they say, there is no royal road to learning. Step by step, one goes further.
You said it well. Now, do you have any real estate mentor?
Yes, I do. Billy Olaya.
Okay, can you tell us how he impacted on your career?
Billy Olaya happens to be a senior colleague in the industry, and he's the one that mentored me on real estate. And I worked with him for a couple of years, and in the process of working with him, I learned a lot. He told me, because he was in the bank before, so he told me he had a financial experience also on real estate. So, he gave me insight into real estate financing, real estate project management, and the likes, and he's a very fantastic mentor.
Great. So it's important for us to have a mentor, that will have gone before us and show us the path to follow.
Yeah.
Now, finally, Dayo, what's your parting piece of advice for those who are passionate about real estate?
My parting piece of advice for anyone who wants to go into real estate is, you must be focused. Pick one aspect of real estate management that you want to delve into first. That's like a first step. Don't just go into all the aspects of real estate. Take one part. If you want to go into construction, go into construction, and make sure you are armed with all the necessary information that you need to know about. Look for a mentor, someone who has gone ahead of you, who knows about the different, the rocky parts, the smooth parts, and the salient points that you need to know about real estate. That way, you won't head to the rock and you'll be smiling to the bank.
Thank you, Dayo. I want to say a very big thank you to you for taking out time out. That is very busy executive, so he has taken out time from his busy schedule to share his experiences, his challenges and steps that you need to take there to avoid making great errors and hitting the pitfalls that are in real estate. So I thank you. We salute you here. We look forward to having you on our show again.
Anytime.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Thank you for viewing yet another video from Cordell and Charlton. I want you to watch this video over and over again. Share it, like it, and we'll be right here with another professional in another video and sharing great insights that will help you excel in your real estate transaction. This is Charles Chedu Odu of Cordell and Charlton saying, see you at the next video.